Welcome back first. So here's Sanseneon part 2. We're moving on to measures 21 through 37. So this part it's a little tricky because of the bowing, but at least it's repeated. So the first two lines, 21 through 28, are just about the exact same as 29 through 36. The ending the second time is a little bit different, but otherwise it's the same thing. And so here's where all those exercises with thirds and arpeggios come into play, because that's all this stuff is. So let's look at the intervals you have to play first. So at 21, we're starting with a C natural low 2. We're going to an E flat low 4. So try that back and forth a couple times. Okay, so you got that. The next measure is going from a B flat low 1 to a D third finger. Try that a couple times. Make sure your D's in tune. It's not falling flat because of the back extension for the B flat. And the last one's the easy one, open A to a C natural. Okay, so let's try those first three measures. Separate bows, no slurs, with that A thrust at the beginning. So we're going to go 3 and 4 and 1. That helps if I start on the right note. 3 and 4 and 1. Rest. Rest. Okay, so now let's speed that up a little bit. And 2 and 3 and 4 and still separate bows, no slurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 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 Okay, cool. Now the last step is to add the slurs in. So the whole measure slurred. Here you go at the same speed. If this trips you up, go back and try it a little slower first. Here's 21 with the slurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so just those three finger patterns. Now 24 rather, it's just an arpeggio. Let's try it with no slurs first. You're starting with a B flat. Here's 24, 1 and 2 and. Okay, so I keep my one pulled back the entire time for the B flat. It keeps returning to the B flat. Let's try that again. Same speed, no slurs. Ready, and. Okay, so now we're going to speed it up a little bit. Still no slurs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now just a little bit faster yet. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so make sure that 3 is jumping between the strings. And now let's try it with a slur. And if you note in your music, it actually starts on an up bow. You slur 6, and then 2 are separate. So let's start this slow for a minute. 1 and 2 and. Which is kind of hard to do slow, isn't it? Try it again. 2, 3, up bow. Okay, speed it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then this is what you're looking for at the end. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so keep working on that. That's just the awkward string crossing bowing. All right, so now let's try the whole line of 21 with the slurs at tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Okay, so that needs to be done over and over until you can get the string crossings, the intervals with the slurs. Now relax, because the next two measures are the same as the first, the next two measures are the same as that first line. Let's look at 27 and 28, because here's where the pattern changes a little bit. Take your slurs back out. Here's 27 slow. 2, 3, 4, 1. Hopefully you did a nice high F sharp for that accidental there. Let's try that again. Ready, 27 and 1. Good. All right, a little faster, no slurs. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now let's add the slurs in. 2, 3, 4, 1. Same deal. Keep practicing that separate until you can get comfortable with the slurs. All right, and then like I said, 29 is the same as 21. 33 is the same as up at 25, but we just have to figure out 34, 35, the last couple measures here. So let's look at measure 34. no slurs. You're just coming down a scale here. So here goes separate bows, 34. 1 and 2 and. Okay, so we go from the G, skip up to the 2, and then remember that's a low 4, not an open E, that's a low 4 E flat. All right, a little faster, 34, ready, and. A little faster, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's try this with the slurs. Again, we're going to start this up bow. There's one single guy in the middle, the G, and then slur the next 3 up. So kind of uneven bowing here. Here's with the slurs, 34, kind of slow, 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you notice, I use a lot of bow on that G so that I have enough to do 3 notes slurred again. So feel free to just kind of whip that down, and then you'll have enough room for 3 notes slurred up. Okay, a little faster, same thing, 34, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so really quick on that G. All right, and now we're at 35, the last measure we have to learn. Separate bows, be careful here. You've got an F sharp regular 1 on the E string. And finally, you get to play an open E for that second to last note. So here's slow, separate bows, 35, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, let's do it again. Again, regular 1, open E's, ready, and 1. But I hope you're also using a low 4 for your B flat still. All right, a little faster, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, let's try that with the slurs. 3 down, and then 4 up. 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, again, make those string crossings as smooth as possible. All right, so keep working that in chunks until you're comfortable with everything, especially the parts where it either skips notes a lot, which I guess isn't the whole thing, but there are arpeggio parts like 24, 28, and then also, of course, make sure you're doing the right bowing with the slurs, because that's just as important. All right, so now I'm going to run through 21 all the way through 36 without stopping. Here's the entire section. We're going to do this not at the fastest speed, but pretty close to it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I noticed also, by the way, at 33, those last 3 notes are different than the first time, too. Now, I don't know if you can hear that noise or not. Nick's working down in the basement, so I apologize if that's disturbing your learning opportunity here, but that's what that is. All right, so that is the end of this section at 21. I'm not going to do a video for 37 through 52 because it's exactly the same as measure 5 through 20, so you already know that section. That's awesome. Don't have to repeat that. So the next video will start up at 53 and keep on practicing.